Taking a closer look at Alberta's economy.
Over the last year, more jobs have been created than people added to the province.
Higher unemployment, but more job growth. A judge issues an interim stay for the Separatist petition. What this means for the independence movement now. And walk a mile with her hair.
It's the most fulfilling work I've ever done.
The local wig maker who understands what her clients are feeling.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Camilla Di Giuseppe.
Good evening. Unemployment is on the rise in Alberta, but it's still below the national average as Alberta posts job gains in a couple of sectors. Despite job growth, some are struggling to find work after months of applications. Here's Tyson Fedor.
19-year-old Perla Garcia has been looking for a job for nearly a year in Calgary.
You apply everywhere, send your resume to everyone in every place, and you get no reply, or you get an email back that they've picked another candidate.
The latest job numbers from Statistics Canada show the national unemployment rate holding steady at 6.7%. Here in Alberta, the unemployment rate climbed slightly to 6.5%. Meanwhile, Calgary's unemployment rate also climbed slightly to 6.7%.
The national numbers aren't very good. We saw a bit of job growth, but we had job losses in the first 2 months of the year. Alberta looks quite a bit better, actually. You've seen divergence in regional labor market conditions where Alberta has really separated itself from the rest of the pack.
In March, 14,000 jobs were added nationally, a slight rebound from some steep losses in February. But the higher unemployment rate is having an impact on people's wallets.
Consumers are getting pushed to the edges of their map or the edges of their budget, right? And if you don't have any more cash coming in, you have to borrow or you have to cut. And that gets really stressful for households.
Year over year, Alberta saw a 4% job growth across all sectors, the highest in the utilities sector at 38.5% since last March, and nearly 18% in healthcare jobs. And that could signal a strong future, with local Calgary businesses bidding millions of dollars at a record-setting Calgary Stampede Canvas auction.
Last year we had $3.8 million total. And so yesterday I would have said if we can just get close to that, that would be fantastic. And so to surpass $6 million, it's just absolutely incredible.
You got to, take it with a bit of a grain of salt, but it is quite telling that at least the corporate level, there's more confidence.
But for people like Garcia, any job would go a long way for her future.
I would take anything at this point. I've been applying for anything and everything.
Tyson Fedor, CTV News, Calgary.
Saskatchewan has the lowest unemployment rate in Canada at 5% in March, adding nearly 6,000 jobs. Calgary Economic Development says the unemployment rate is signified by more people looking for work, not job losses, and global volatility is weighing on how quickly employers hire. A date has been set for sentencing arguments for Richard Mantha. The 62-year-old was found guilty this week of sexually assaulting 3 vulnerable women and drugging one of them. One of the assaults happened at a rural property between Calgary and Chestermere. Mantha was convicted of 6 offenses, 2 counts of sexual assault, choking while committing a sexual assault, administering a noxious substance, assault with a weapon, and uttering threats against a 4th woman. The sentencing hearing is set for August 18th. A man has died after crashing his vehicle and walking away looking for help. The man's body was found in a ditch on a rural road northwest of Gleason last weekend. RCMP have determined that the 66-year-old from the Siksika First Nation lost control and crashed into a ditch and culvert nearby. He did not have a cell phone and tried to walk from the scene until he succumbed to his injuries. Police continue their investigation and want any witnesses to come forward. A judge has issued an interim stay in the Separatist petition. It means Alberta's chief electoral officer can't certify signatures yet. Signatures can still be collected for the pro-separation petition until May 2nd, but the next steps in the process will now be on hold. The judge says during court proceedings this week, First Nations established irreparable harm, and time is needed to go through all the submissions before making a final determination. That's expected to take a month. Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation says it supports the pause. The pain at the pumps is a little easier now, with gas prices hovering around the $1.50 per litre mark. But the conflict in the Middle East remains, and analysts say the price of a barrel of oil could stay high for more than a year, and that has drivers looking at their options. Here's Kevin Fleming.
She purchased an electric hybrid vehicle 3 years ago, and now Alice Wang says her fuel bill has been cut in half.
So, yeah, with the price of gas going up, as you know, it worked out for us. Like, this vehicle really saves us a lot.
Around the city, prices vary, with the lowest hovering around $1.49 per litre.
Yeah, it's gotten really expensive, and trying to save any bucks you can to get gas.
Some motorists come from all over the city to fill up at Tsuut'ina Nation.
Yeah, pretty expensive. Coming out here to the reserve to get the cheap gas, wait in line, anything one can do to get the discount.
This morning in Northeast Calgary, the price of gas was 26 cents more expensive than right here at Tsuut'ina Gas.
Peter Linder has been an oil and gas analyst for 50 years and says the price of oil typically returns to normal when a conflict ends. But he doesn't see that happening with the current war in Iran disrupting global supply chains.
There's a new floor price, I believe, for oil, and that's roughly $80, I would say, for the rest of this decade or longer. So that is a significant change.
While we don't have a crystal ball to predict what comes next or what the geopolitical situation may turn into or when it may stabilize, I do know that we have everything we need to thrive, no matter what lies ahead.
While sustained high oil revenues could slash the projected provincial deficit of $9.4 billion, it also means higher prices at the pumps. Increasingly, Alberta drivers are looking to electric vehicles to cut costs. The province keeps track of registered vehicles and says between 2021 and 2025, the number of EVs has increased from just over 3,500 to close to 20,000. David Ajamata says at his Toyota dealership, Ottawa's electric vehicle affordability program is making a difference, where drivers get $5,000 on a vehicle under $50,000.
Phenomenal. Ever since the beginning of 2026, everything from the Canadian government's incentives combined with what we're doing from Toyota itself has really helped us boost our vehicle sales.
Ajamata says a year ago there were plenty of EVs in stock, and now dealers are sold out. Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Calgary.
The federal government's incentive program for hybrid vehicles is $2,500, and the feds have announced close to $11 million to install more charging stations across the country. That could ease one of the barriers for consumers to choose an electric car. Danielle joins us now on a great day to show off or check out the Foothills Hospital Lottery Show Home.
Oh, yeah, and there were so many people walking through here earlier today. The sun was shining in the windows. This is a beautiful home, and I'll tell you about the deadline and where to get your tickets in just a second. But first, let's focus on the stunning weather we had today. Earlier today, we got to 14 degrees. Now, we're going to hold on to the warmth for tomorrow, but it likely won't be quite as bright. So 3 degrees to kick off the day. We should see some sunny breaks in the morning, but then the clouds will increase throughout the day. Later in the day, closer to the supper hours and early evening, we have the chance of a little shower. 15 degrees, though, as the daytime high. Sunday will be much cooler with wet snow, and I'll have that forecast for you in just a little bit. But first, midnight tonight is the absolute final deadline in the Foothills Hospital Home Lottery. You could win the $3.2 million grand prize show home that I'm standing in right now in Harmony, built by Bay West Homes, plus $100,000 cash. Get your tickets before midnight tonight, just moments away, at foothillshospitalhomelottery.com.
Danielle, thank you so much. The Orion spacecraft, carrying the first humans to fly to the moon in more than 50 years, has splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. Canada's Jeremy Hansen and 3 American astronauts are home.
Houston Integrity, splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown, waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete.
Module first separated from the rest of the spacecraft before hurtling through the Earth's atmosphere in a flaming hot re-entry. Navy divers circling the capsule assessed the air and water around it before opening the hatch and safely extracting them. One by one, they were airlifted to an awaiting carrier. And TELUS Spark's interpretive science manager, Maddie Bemrose, says this successful mission is just a precursor to future space exploration. But for now, says she's taking a moment to soak it all in.
It was really joyful to experience this entire Artemis mission. A lot of relief that everyone is safe and back on Earth. You lose muscle mass in space. You also lose bone density while you're in space. So they'll probably come back a little wobbly. They'll also probably feel pretty heavy after 10 days in zero gravity. But we're really hoping all those physical feelings they're feeling are minimal compared to all the love and support they're getting here on Earth.
NASA says all 4 crew members are in good condition. This completes the 10-day mission to the moon and back. Meantime, one Calgary student had been watching the Artemis 2 mission very closely. That's because he got to be a part of it, asking the astronauts a question.
How did you get to be on the Artemis 2 mission?
I'll answer while Jeremy's making a nice water bubble for you. How did Jeremy get to be on the Artemis 2 mission? Jeremy and I were selected as astronauts together back in 2009. And he was a member, obviously, of the Canadian Space Agency, and I was a member of NASA. And I'm still not that good at water and space yet. I'm still learning, but I'll keep practicing.
Students were invited to submit questions to the Canadian Space Agency. Jackson Sullivan, a grade 4 student from Jenny Elliott School, was chosen to have his question asked during a live communication window earlier this week. His parents, fellow students, and teachers are thrilled.
Do you want to go into space someday?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because I get to see all the planets and travel through places that not that many people have actually been there.
He's been keeping us informed. We've been watching a lot of the news now about Artemis.
Waiting to see the video. He kept looking it up on YouTube and making sure that everybody saw it.
I love that these kids are thinking deeply and critically about science, and for sure there's kids that I would not be surprised if we saw them going into space.
A classmate of Jackson's, Ben, submitted a backup question. What is your role on Artemis 2? But unfortunately, they ran out of time to ask it. Cool experience. Well, still to come, a Calgary wig maker is shaving her own head. Still to come, she wants to better understand what her clients are going through on their hair loss journey.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
Alberta's premier says a decision on a new resort in Kananaskis will be coming soon. She is referring to the proposal for Fortress Mountain Resort, which concluded its public consultations in mid-March. The all-season development could see a new town site south of Kananaskis Village on Highway 40 with tourist lodgings, employee housing, and private homes on Crown land. The Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley says a development would destroy critical areas for wildlife and fish. The premier says she would like the project to get approval sometime this month. As spring begins to settle in, so do Canada geese. And there's one nesting pair that's been making themselves at home on an Eau Claire condominium terrace for several years.
It's all right. It's okay. All right, sweetie.
Lisa Mirage says she's enjoyed watching the geese return every spring and lay eggs on her large 15th floor balcony. Geese mate for life and are extremely protective, especially of their young. Mirage says she gives them space, doesn't feed them, and from time to time assists with the goslings without any issue. But the condo board notified residents that they have a permit to remove the federally protected birds and their eggs due to significant safety concerns related to construction work underway at the building. Mirage, who owns the condo unit, says no one spoke to her ahead of this decision being made.
We live downtown Calgary. We live on the Bow. We're surrounded by parks. We're surrounded by geese. We live here and we have to coexist. I want a conversation to see how we can do that.
Lawyers for the Liberté condos say for years the nesting geese have been a safety hazard for staff and contractors, adding the board hired experts to look at solutions and concluded it would be best to remove the nest. The same protocol as in a 2025 permit. That was also done. A Calgary wig maker is making the bold decision to go bald. It's all in an effort to better understand the struggles of her clients experiencing hair loss. Mark Villani has more on the powerful showing of support and the difference it's making for those in need.
We're ready? I'm ready.
Joanna Goodman is used to being the one styling other people's hair, but today she's shaving hers off.
So by doing this, we will be able to kind of walk hand in hand with them as they go through the process of losing their hair. It is not an easy process. There's often shame and guilt.
The owner of JE Salon and Wig Shop creates custom wigs for her clients. Many have lost their hair while undergoing cancer treatments.
Your private struggle all of a sudden becomes very public.
Michelle Zank just received this new wig, discovering the personal impact it's had on her recovery almost instantly.
She can dye it, she can cut it, she can really make it so that you feel like you again.
For others like Melissa Brown, getting fitted for a wig means she no longer fears that family members, including her young son, won't recognize her.
He said, Mom, you look just like you did. And he was just so excited. He loves me without hair. He rubs my bald head and he still tells me I'm beautiful and I'm cute.
But not all clients are losing their hair because of cancer.
Spending time with Lily was life-changing for me. It still is even now.
Lily Laux is nearly 5 years old. The little girl from Regina is living with alopecia, causing hair loss, but finding a solution wasn't easy.
Options are very limited here locally.
It's such a pretty color.
It's why Lily and her mom traveled to Calgary for a custom wig fitting, discovering the service through social media and giving her child the freedom to be herself again.
Working with Joe gave us the ability then, if Lily decided one day she wants to dress up her look, she wants to play with her friends that are also maybe putting on princess wigs.
You're perfect the way you are.
Perfect the way you are.
A message that resonates for all ages of hair loss.
It really gave me strength just to push forward.
It's only hair, and the people who love you for who you are.
Mark Villani, CTV News, Calgary.
JE Shop, Salon and Wig Shop now hopes to expand its services online to reach people in smaller or remote communities. For more information, you can visit our website, ctvnewscalgary.ca. Danielle's up next with her Skywatch forecast, and the weekend is here. We will have some nice conditions on Saturday, and then we're in for a dip for Sunday. Those details next.
Well, we had a stunning day today. Calgary got into the teens, so did most other communities. In fact, some communities got into the high teens. Medicine Hat got into the 20s today. We had lots of sunshine out there, calm winds. It was one of those perfect ones. We are looking at similar temperatures tomorrow, but the conditions won't be quite as perfect. I'll show you that in just a moment. But first, comparing us to the rest of the country for today, we were certainly one of the warmer spots in southern Alberta. 14 degrees was the high in Calgary, just like Vancouver, and out east they were much cooler than us for today. All right. Temperatures, when you look at daytime highs, there's that 20 in Medicine Hat, 19 in Brooks and Milk River, 16 in Drumheller, 14 in Calgary and Banff. Overall, really nice temperatures and above normal. A normal daytime high in the city for this time of year is 10 degrees. So we got above normal finally, because it's been a while. All right, radar and satellite, you can see nothing going on right now, but there is a little bit on the way, and that will definitely impact your Sunday, and it will start to impact even tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we're going to have the clouds increase throughout the day. Likely you'll see some sunny breaks in the morning hours, and then it will really cloud over for the afternoon. There's even the potential of a late day sprinkle starting in the supper hours and in the early evening as well. In Calgary, up the QE2 and down Highway 2 as well. But the real part of this system arrives late Saturday night and through Sunday morning. That's when we're looking at rain switching over to wet snow. We may even have some freezing rain mixed in there as well. And the temperatures will plummet again on Sunday. So we'll be at least 10 degrees cooler than what we got today. All right, longer range forecast to show you here. And again, tomorrow we're holding on to these warm temperatures, but we'll have the clouds increase throughout the day. Winds will pick up a little bit, but it should still be relatively calm, and there's that chance of a late day sprinkle. Saturday night through Sunday, rain switching to wet snow, 2 millimeters of rain and a couple centimeters of snow. 4 degrees is your daytime high, and then by Monday and Tuesday we rebound quickly back into the teens. All right, midnight tonight is the absolute final deadline in the Foothills Hospital Home Lottery. You could win the $3.2 million grand prize show home in Harmony, built by Bay West Homes, plus $100,000 cash. Get your tickets before midnight tonight. That's just moments away at foothillshospitalhomelottery.com.
All right, Danielle, thank you. Rural Alberta is certainly known for its Gophers, and they'll be making a special guest appearance at Calgary's Comic Expo. That story next. The World Cup of Soccer trophy is coming to Calgary this weekend. The 18-karat gold trophy is in Vancouver right now and was in the CTV Vancouver studios this morning. It arrives at the Scotiabank Saddledome for viewing on Sunday. Thousands of fans are expected. There is currently a wait list for tickets. More information can be found at coca-cola.com. Over 900 students put their projects on display today at the Calgary Youth Science Fair at the Olympic Oval at the University of Calgary. This is the largest science fair in Canada. The students in grades 5 to 12 are competing to earn a place at the Canada-wide science fair next month. Projects range from scientific inquiry to innovative products, and they are being assessed by about 500 judges from local STEM-based businesses and organizations. The event runs until Saturday, and organizers say it's a big opportunity for the kids.
We have students that have been working on these projects for months, some for longer, some for years. And they're engaging with other students their age from different schools they haven't met before with great ideas, meeting new friends in a different space, sharing what they've done best, learning on presentation, learning on scientific method. It's a day to connect and share and build and grow.
Putting on an event like this takes a lot of work, and volunteers make it possible. If you want to help out, check out cysf.org. Torrington's world-famous Gopher Hole Museum will be popping up at Calgary's Comic Expo. Taxidermied gophers will be displayed in an interactive exhibit called Into the Gopherverse. The new display was created for the Comic Expo. It will feature scenes from Superman, The Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, and other pop culture media. The team has been pushing themselves to get the Gopherverse ready with a tight turnaround.
It was something I inquired about, and then they're like, yeah, they were very excited about it. So it's coming up really soon for us. So there's a lot of work involved because we weren't anticipating it for this year.
The museum is currently in a state of disrepair because of flood damage, and events like the Calgary Expo allow the gophers to be on display in communities across Alberta. Gophers can be seen at the Comic Expo from April 23rd to 26th. Go, Gopher, go. All right, that's it for us here at CTV News at 11:30. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Good night.